Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hotline Classic Remastered. This time we'll take a look at the 1998 Honda Z Turbo. When people talk about the Z cars, I think of the Z Turbo. That is of course a joke. I literally don't even know what this is. Right, I am the biggest Honda fanboy you can probably find, but even I will tell you, my God, is this car ugly. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's made of corrugated sheet metal. I guess this is like a late 90s idea of what a crossover is, I guess. I have no idea. Like a Suzuki Alto Works and a Fiat Panda had a horrible, horrible baby. This is what might result. I don't know. I have no words for this, but it is a car I have always been very curious to have a go in, much like the Minica PJs and so on. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. Four-wheel drive, 187 horsepower, 892 kilos. Pretty mediocre stats. It's pretty K-car-like. Anyways, to find out how this car gets along, my God, this is another one I'm going to have to check. I've got racing suspension on. It leads! Yeah. Anyways, this car is going to have 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Toyota Celica Rally car. That's at a time of a 27.552. This car is obviously not beating that. This car has the biggest tyres known to man. I have noted that. First lap, it is very key car-like. I do feel like this is racing suspension. It's just leans that much. I'm almost certain the stock car would lean far more than this one does. Wow, yeah. Also, it's even uglier in third person when you're looking behind it. It truly is just one of the weirdest. I'm gonna have to look up a picture of this car afterwards. Like I say, I'm sure I did read the description on this. I can't remember it, but I did read it to figure out like what on earth this car is, what's like going on here. And I think it did say it's basically some sort of like chunky on-roader. If Honda, you know, if Honda was still with Rover during the early 2000s, this would have been the streetwise sort of thing. Yeah, it's just, it's tragic looking. It really is. Like I say, I love Honda, and I'll say I find a lot of their cars have very beautiful designs, but this is not one of those cars. This is definitely not one of those. The mighty Z Turbo. I should say, in terms of what I was expecting it to go near, I was expecting Mitsubishi Pajero, however, it has a 4-speed. This is quite horrible to drive, actually, if I'm being honest. This really is. It's not even like the suspension lean, although that definitely contributes to it. It just, for a car that has 187 horsepower, it has no right to understeer and oversteer as much as this one does. I don't know what's going on with it. It's kind of like if Megamind drove a Suzuki Alto. That's sort of what I'm thinking here. It is horrendous. And to drive, it's not much better. I suppose you could have looked at this for a brief couple of seconds and realised this was not going to drive well. Third gear drops off a cliff. This car does feel like if you stuck in a Scudo engine in it, fourth gear probably would top out the top speed, because these gear ratios are atrocious. That being said, this final lap does seem like it's coming together a little bit better. Come on, Honda Z Turbo thing. To the line, 32.722. That actually does beat the Mitsubishi Pajero. It probably shouldn't, but it does. Why do the tyres look so ridiculous on this thing? They're so big. It's like I didn't mention it, but now I've made the thumbnail to it, I have realised the Ford Ka, we drove around here not long ago, also had the biggest tyres known to man on it as well. What a horrible thing. Yeah, anyways, 32.722. I don't think there's much more lap time to come out of that. I will be honest, that is a pretty atrocious car to drive. 32.722 will place this into 213th place. It goes in between a Subaru Vivio and a Toyota Risto. Yeah. It is 0.1 quicker than a Pajero 97, although admittedly the Pajero 98 is yet to go around. Quicker than the Suzuki Wagon-Rs, it's quicker than a bunch of the stupid stuff. It's quicker than the Nissan Cube, which, I mean, sure. Quicker than the Minica PJ as well, which is another weird oddity. It is actually the quickest of Honda key cars, I believe, because it's a million times better than a Beat. So, yeah. Interesting, to say the least. That was an experience, and not really one I'd like to repeat again. But either way, we have now experienced the Honda Z Turbo, which is probably something no one has done in the 20-odd years this game has been out. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'm going to be driving something a little bit less obscure. Until then, farewell.